Hi everybody, so I'm working on my Honda Pilot 2011 and it's been making a humming noise. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a power steering pump, and then I thought it might be the alternator, or it might be the compressor, the AC compressor. I was hoping it wasn't a compressor because it's really expensive. So then I was looking on YouTube and some guy said, hey, it's probably the alternator, unplug it. So that's what I did. I unplugged it and figured out that's what it is. So now I'm trying to take it out on the 2011 Honda Pilot SUV, and it's not easy. So what did I do here? Let's take a look. So you can see over here, there you go. You can see down here, I already got it out most of the way. The thing that gave me the most trouble was this plug here. This plug gave me a lot of trouble. So I had to use like a picking tool like they use at the dentist's office to get all the gunk that was stuck in here out. And I can show you that right here. I used this tool just to work away at the other side. This part, wait, where is it? Right here. I was digging all the stuff out, and then this piece right here pops up, and I pulled right off like a piece of cake. Before doing that, I was yanking and yanking at it, and there's two plugs here. There's this red one, and then this one. So, I mean, as you can see, it's very tight inside here. Very, very tight. And the only real way to get at the wires was to take the bolts off first. There's 3 bolts. And then once I took the 3 bolts off, then you just turn it around and the wires are exposed. Then you could work on it. I saw somebody had a video that said that you had to take the tensioner off, which is right there. Let's see, like this, the tensioner. Alright guys, I just picked up the new part from Honda. It's a remanufactured. Cost me about $500 or $600, and then you turn in the core and you get $75 back. So I figured I'd go with this one because reading all the reviews from the secondhand or third-party manufacturers, how they went through all this trouble to take off everything that I had to do to get to this motor, and then to have it not work, it would really be disappointing. So I could review a little bit about what I did. I moved the power steering reservoir over to the left, so I had to disconnect it. Otherwise, there was going to be no way for me to get that water pump in through this little hole right here to get the old one out. And I tried and tried, I couldn't. The other thing I had to do was take this guy out, the tensioner, right? So I did that from this section here. I took off the passenger side wheel and put the weather stripping or whatever you call it out of the way. Took out a few screws here so I could get out of the way, so then I could see this compartment. And as you can see, when you do that, you're able to see stuff that you can't see from up top. So it's really helpful, especially when you're trying to put the serpentine belt back on. Just makes life easier. So I would recommend taking off the passenger side wheel, jacking it up, and pulling back this plastic piece here. All right, so now I'm going to try and put the new part back in. Hopefully it goes in easier than it was to take the old one out. All right, so one tip that you should know is that there's a slot that the alternator fits into the motor. You can see it if you look straight ahead. Let me try and zoom right there. that space, those two holes, a bolt goes through there and the bolt goes through the alternator. And you have to slide it when you're taking it out. It's got to go through out of there, and when you put it back, you got to slide the bolt in. And here's the triangular piece over here, like a notch. It's shaped like a triangle, and this hole here, the bolt goes through there and then goes through that piece over there. All right, guys, so I got the new alternator, and then I came across a situation where this piece here that's supposed to slide where the long bolt is wouldn't fit. So I thought, oh no, I tried it 5 or 6 times, and then I read online that somebody was able to move this piece of metal, a sleeve that's in there, out of the way. And they say that you use the bolt or something like that. I use this guy, the hammer, old school. So I just stuck it in there like this from this angle. I don't know if you can see it, and just started hammering it like this. Let me see, I don't know if you all can see, but from here, you can see this sleeve right here at the tip of the hammer. That just slid out of the way. It's pretty easy. I think it should be sufficiently out of the way enough. See, I got the tip of the hammer there. So it can slide in there. So that's all. Just use the hammer. I started to panic a little bit and started thinking, oh boy, what am I going to tell these guys at Honda that it doesn't fit? And they're going to say, well, you should have used a mechanic.